Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And on today's episode, I don't have any new game releases currently at this time. I'm going to have to reset my chats, move them over to the left side of my screen. There we go. And for today's episode is pretty much an open blog, pretty much about anything and everything. Um, just to let you guys know, there are times that I'll be doing polls and stuff here on the channel. I will also be doing Q&As and stuff like that. I haven't been doing those recently because I just really haven't had much time to get everything set up for that. So if you guys are new to the channel and would like to know more about exactly what I do, I pretty much, well, right now, currently, my other PC is still down right now, so I'm actually having hard drive issues with that computer. So once that's up and going, I'll be able to get back onto my regular streaming. So, hey, chats, how's it going? As a matter of fact, if you guys are new to the channel, would like to know more about exactly everything that I do here, I do a lot of PC information and stuff like that. So I pretty much do a walkthrough step by step. If you would like to know more about that, you guys can also go back and check out my other videos that I have posted. I upload videos three times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 8 o'clock p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think I'll probably try to stay on about right around 9:30, about close to 10ish, give or take. So if you guys do happen to pop into the chats, please keep everything professional, because any and all type of negativity or drama will not be tolerated here on the channel. So I definitely do appreciate everybody's understanding on this behalf. Just to let you guys know, I do have moderators in the chats. So let's be respectful to myself, my moderators, and all my other viewers, because again, negativity will not be tolerated at any given time. So with that being said, and usually I do drink coffee on my stream, guys. I do not have my coffee, just finished that shortly before the live stream. So anyway, moving on over to the next subject. I don't have any current game releases at this time, but if you guys would like to know where exactly you can find these different type of games, I have it linked down below in the description. You guys can check that out also. So therefore, if you're playing on PC and you're wanting to download Steam for the first time, or if you're wanting to download other platforms, be sure to check out their website, which I don't have in the description right now. So I will definitely save that for another time. I definitely do appreciate all the hearts and all the love and support that you guys have shown here on the channel. I haven't got a chance to check out my views. So that will probably be popping up at a later time. Hey, Carrie, how are you doing? So anyway, as soon as I get this other computer back up and going, like I said before, I will be going back to my regular live stream. So for those of you who have missed my comment that I made earlier, now that's pretty much up to date. So if you guys, like I said, if you guys are looking to download Steam on PC for the first time, you guys can also go to Microsoft Edge. And once you open that page there, you'll basically look for the search bar, which will be right above the pictures and stuff that's shown right above that. Type in Steam download for PC. Once you download that app, or once you type in that information, you'll hit enter. It'll take you right directly to their official website, and it will give you an option to download their official page. Some verification may be needed as necessary, such as email address. So more than likely, you're probably going to need two different devices for that. You're going to obviously need a PC, and you're also going to need a mobile device. you can actually go into your email account, and there you should receive a verification code to enter into your computer. Once you enter that code into your computer, it's going to basically ask you to verify who you are to make sure that you're not a bot or anything else to that sort of nature. So once you complete everything, and by the way, after you get done downloading the app, you definitely do want to go up to the right side of your screen and open the folder. So if you guys have missed that before, check out my previous video to this one here, and it should pretty much tell you it's either the previous one before this one or the one before that. So I do have that in the description also in that video. So like I said, if you guys are actually new gamers and so forth, always be sure to download not only Steam, but also be sure to download OBS Studios, because what that'll do is that will actually help compensate for frame loss, FPS, and bitrate. Just note for the records, guys, both OBS Studios is also compatible for 64-base systems. So there you go. But if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything that I just mentioned previously, be sure to drop a message over here in the chats, or feel free to drop a comment down below in the comment section. If there's something I may have missed, let me know in the comment section down below, or just pop whatever it is that comes to mind right over in the chats. And like I said, in case most people don't realize this, I do have moderators in the chats, so let's keep everything civil. Yes, I do smoke on my channel, guys. For those of you who don't know, now you do. And my channel is not exactly suitable for children, so if you have children under the age of 18, this is not suitable for them, because the content that I do provide, and also smoking on my channel. I'm a parent myself, so I would not want my kids to see me smoking on my live stream. So anyway, once you get Steam verified, you probably won't have any games listed in your library. So if you're looking for games, then you'll go over to your store page, and your search bar will be on. After you go to your store page, your search bar will be on to the far right upper portion of your screen. Type in the game that you're looking for, and once you purchase the game, you will also have reward points and stuff like that, but you can also check that to your store as well, or not your store page, but your point shop, sorry. Once you find your point shop information, you'll click on your store page. You'll go down to the fourth one down below that where it says point shop. Click on that, and it will display exactly how many points you got for that game. Just note for the records also that some games may not be compatible for certain devices, such as console, and a lot of these games that are being released, most of them will probably start out as PC only, but then who's to say down the road the devs might create a way to make that also compatible for console. If you guys are in fact looking to download Farming Simulator 25 and you're on PlayStation 4, that game is not compatible for that system. Reason being is because Giant Software is in fact running Engine 10, and it's not compatible for that device because the graphic contents and stuff like that are not going to be supported for that system. PS5, Xbox X, and Xbox S series, those games are definitely compatible for both of those devices. And if you're on PC, as long as you have the Intel iCore 7 processor, that game is also compatible for that, and it's also compatible for AMD. Just be sure that you either have a 3070 graphics card. Make sure that your computer also has a very good capture card, and so forth. Now, if you're on a gaming system, these two cards right here, those are DDR5s. I don't know if you'll be able to play those with the DDR4, but if you're playing on a game system, make sure that you have either DDR5 at best. And also with, excuse me. But if you guys are in fact playing on those type of systems, PlayStation 5, Xbox X, and Xbox S series, you're covered. If you do have the Intel iCore 7 processor, make sure that you have a very good graphics card. Make sure that all your Windows updates are full, or make sure that your Windows operating system is fully up to date. Make sure that your BIOS are also up to date as well. I've actually shown you guys exactly how to update your drivers. Definitely make sure those are up to date. I made videos on that in the past as well. So this is more like a second, third recap of that case scenario. So there are certain games still pending release. So nobody knows exactly when these games are going to be launching or when they're going to be dropping. So if you would like to try to get in contact with some of the devs that create these games, you can find them on Discord, Twitch, or probably even Facebook, maybe even Instagram. So definitely do check them out. Also, Steam has a community hub to where you can actually get to where you can chat with other people on there as well. So I don't know about Epic Games or Game Pass. Those are two separate entities. So if you guys do have questions about Game Pass and stuff like that, feel free to ask my moderators. And if there's something that they're not too sure about, feel free to post a comment over here in the chats. And once I see your comments roll through here, I will definitely try to answer each and every single one of your questions accordingly. But just do allow some time for me to respond back to that, because most of the time I may not have a chance to respond immediately. So I definitely do appreciate you guys' cooperation on this behalf. So does anybody out here have any questions that they would like to ask? If so, let me know what your thoughts are. But there for a while, guys, I was actually talking about looking up information about servers. Well, actually, I got some good news for y'all. Matter of fact, I found a server that would be compatible for my computer. So once I start live streaming, I won't have to rent a dedicated server when I could actually buy one and be the owner of that server. Fantastic. I definitely do appreciate all the kind words there, Don. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and pin your comment to the very top. Wait a minute. There we go. So right now, I do, in fact, have all my top chats open right now. So if anybody makes a very good comment on this behalf of how you think I'm doing on the live stream, I would definitely appreciate that very much so. But anyway, like I said, be sure to update your Windows operating system, and also your BIOS should update themselves when there's an update made available for your BIOS. But just be careful if you're doing everything manually, because if you delete one very important file, you may not be able to retrieve that. So always create a restore point. So if your computer actually starts going through certain issues, if it's starting to skip this, that, and the other, you can always go revert back to your restore point and basically pick up right where you left off at. So the skipping part, skipping, sputtering, whatever you want to call it what you will, that should be gone when you go back to, when you revert back to your restore point. So once I get my other computer up and going again, I will definitely show you guys exactly how to create a restore point on PC. It's very simple and so forth. But now if you're looking to clean up any disk space in your PC, go down to the search bar that's in your taskbar and type in disk cleanup. Once you find it pop up for disk cleanup, it should pop up like as if you're getting ready to press your Windows icon. When that thing pops up like this, it should pop right up over onto the far right side, pretty much at the top right hand corner. Click on that and go in and clean up your disk space. So what that does is that what that will actually do, that will clean up any hard drive space that may be pertaining junk files and so forth, temporary files, junk files, and so forth. So again, if you do have questions about anything what I just mentioned, let me know in the chats or feel free to drop a comment down below. So with that being said, guys, just make sure that your system is fully up to date. No matter what platform or system you're playing on, just make sure that everything is up to date and going smoothly. Because I'm sure you probably don't want to have any type of interruptions or anything to that effect right there. I got to get these wires done. So annoying. So anyway, if you guys are in fact having issues with Steam, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to take care of that problem there. This little arrow right here, click on that, and once a window pops up over here, you'll click on Steam, right click, you'll go, it'll pop up a whole list of options. Go down to where it says downloads, click on that, go all the way to the bottom, almost to the bottom, but look on the right side where it says clear cache. Once you find where it says clear cache, go ahead and press that, and what that will do, you're not going to lose any games or anything in your library. What that's going to do, that's going to default all your settings all the way back to its original default settings. So it's going to sign you out, but you're going to have to sign back in. So you're going to have a box with a plus in it, and you're going to have like a profile picture on the right side, but down below that box will be an email that would be associated with your account. So you'll go down to the one below that and you'll click on that email account. And like I said, you're definitely going to have to probably have 2 devices for that, either mobile phone or possibly even a secondary computer system. So if it does require a code, check your email. It will provide a code right there. Just enter that code from your email directly into your Steam account. Once you do that, it's going to verify your account and it's going to verify who you are. You can do that from any computer as long as Steam is downloaded. So once you do all that, you're good to go. Your whole entire Steam account will be restored. Nothing will be changed. Everything will still remain the same. And therefore, when you do happen to get onto Steam itself, fantastic. Or if that's not an option, go back to your home screen, left click to highlight Steam, right click, and then scroll down to where it says run as administrator. You definitely want to run that as your administrator. Then after you do that, you definitely do want to go in and once you run that as your administrator, it's automatically going to open that app. So once you open the app, you'll go down to the game that you were playing, left click, and then just hit play. And once you do that, it'll open your game back up. And hopefully that should eliminate any problems that you're encountering during the time of gameplay. If not, if that is not the case scenario and you're still having issues with it, last resort, uninstall Steam, reinstall it, and see if that fixes the issue. If it does, fantastic. But just note that every computer system eventually is going to have issues over a certain period of time. But that being the case, check your operating system, make sure it's up to date. If not, you may want to update your system, because that could be part of the contribution to the problem. That can cause a lot of issues for your gameplay. So just keep that in mind. And if you are in fact streaming online, best of luck to you. And hopefully everything be running just as smooth as it was during the first time you downloaded it. So when you're downloading certain games on Steam, it's going to be checking for available drive space that's for your hard drive. So if you have a desktop or a laptop and you don't have a disk drive on the side, that's because that's a solid state drive. That's your C drive. Now you also have a D drive, which is your external hard drive from solid state. Or if you have a thumbstick, you plug that into your USB. That's going to create an E drive. E is an echo. So that's pretty much all I've got right now currently at this time on that subject. So let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and start a Q&A. Should I start a Q&A or a poll? Let's see. I'll do a Q&A. There we go. Oops. Hang on just a second, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to start a Q&A here, and let's see where this goes. Gotta restore my chats. There we go. All right, guys. So basically, what I'm asking in the Q&A is, what would you like for me to talk about on the next live stream? It's not all about me, guys. It's about y'all, the viewers. I definitely do appreciate each and every single one of you again for all the views, comments, and so forth. It's also been involved with the channel. I definitely do appreciate that, very much so. And also, by the way, guys, if you find some videos that have been very beneficial and helped you out quite a bit, please be sure to hit that thumbs up, smash that heart button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and get subscribed for more content. And be sure to turn on all those bell notifications so therefore you'll stay up to date and you won't miss any news here on the channel. And plus, as an additional bonus to that, you will also be notified each and every single time I get ready to live stream. Hello, Chris. Fantastic. As a matter of fact, I do have a Q&A already up at the very top of the screen. So basically what it is, the question is, what would you like to see it? What would you like me to talk about on the next live stream? Let's take a moment, think about this one for a second, and cast your votes, and let me know what you think. Matter of fact, I'm going to go up here and check the Q&A right quick. Uh-oh. There we go. If it's not allowing you guys to post your comments or anything there, feel free to post your comments in the chats. Okay, I got one person talking about camping. Okay. Two on camping, one on hunting. Okay, so vast majority on this, I will do a camping video, or be talking about camping on one of my videos. And just to be fair, I will also talk about hunting on not the next live stream, but the following stream. Just to be fair. Just so everybody's caught up with that information there and nobody's left out, because I don't want to feel like I'm leaving people out. Fantastic. I definitely do appreciate all the kind words here, guys. That means a lot. And not to mention, that says a lot. So also, guys, not to mention the keyboard that I have now compared to that little tiny one that you've seen before. I'm actually loving this keyboard. And for those of you who have actually missed it, There it is. Pretty much the same keyboard I've had before. Also with RGB lighting. Pretty soon, guys, I will be replacing my mouse, and hopefully that I will be getting a different mouse with RGB lighting. This is basically something from standard. So they also now have a wireless keyboard. But the price on that, oh God, it is it's almost like a $230 keyboard. It's quite a bit. Okay. Okay, fair enough. I can definitely do that, but I'm gonna have to figure out exactly where to start. Camping and hunting, both at the same time. Sounds good. I'll make certain arrangements for that. So I think I'll probably either make, yeah, I did say next live stream, so that will probably be sometime on Tuesday, guys. It all just depends on what I have in mind that day, but I will definitely try to squeeze that in and make that part of Tuesday night's live stream. All right. And by the way, guys, if you are in fact, speaking of camping, if you are camping out, if you're camping out somewhere and you have canned goods, be sure to save your cans because you can actually cut part of the lid open, and you can actually make a little stove out of your tin can. It's very simple. So I don't exactly have a can right now to show you guys how to get this stuff set up, but I will definitely save that for the next live stream. But right now I'm just kind of doing another recap on Steam and stuff like that. So also another thing, if you guys are in fact having issues with your computer, if you're playing on PC and you're having a hard time getting the game to respond to the commands, you guys can actually go into Steam and, like I said, clear out your cache files and stuff like that. And sure, there's probably other alternatives that you can do. Um, and if you do have a computer, guys, and you do in fact download Farming Simulator 25, if the game doesn't respond or if it's not opening up, check and see if you actually have an API DLL file. If that file is missing, that game will not respond. So more than likely, what you're probably going to have to do with that is you're probably going to have to uninstall the game and reinstall it. Because if the API DLL file is not there, you're not going to be able to play the game. I've actually found that I've actually looked for that file myself after the first time downloading, because it did say that it was missing the API DLL file. So what I did was I uninstalled it and made sure it was completely out of my system. my computer. And what I did was I downloaded it the second time. I launched it, and some odd reason that file did not want to pop back in. So I uninstalled it again, and then the third time I installed it, I finally got the pop-up for the API DLL file. So that actually did, so that fell right into place during the time of the download, because I guess my computer was kind of, I don't know, I guess you could kind of say, kind of being stupid at that time. But I managed to get the DLL file back and get the file in my computer, and I did in fact install the game. I actually played it for quite a while. But now, if you guys do download mods and you guys are having issues with your mods, if they're conflicting with another mod itself, you can either uninstall the mod or you can reinstall it. And if you're still having issues with it, check for an XML file. Which, okay, now what I'm about to tell you guys is, once you check the XML file, be sure to make a copy of it and send that to your PC. Go back into your mods folder. Go back down to the very, almost to the very bottom. Check for the XML file. Delete that XML file that's already in there, and get that out of your recycling bin, because after a very certain period of time, that XML file will be automatically recreated again. And that right there should, in fact, resolve the issue. That's because of the software that it's running. It actually has to have that XML file. So if you delete it, after you made a copy of it, it will recreate that exact same XML file, but there will more than likely be no chances of mod conflicts or something like that. So you should be good to go there. And if you guys, and if per se, if you were to still continue having mod issues, try to run the game without mods. And that right there should clear up a lot of conflicts. Because once you get the game started, it goes directly into your mods. Just disable all your mods, select all, and just disable them. And that right there will, in fact, alleviate the whole vast majority of issues. I've had issues with the mod hub and with FS25, but I ran that without the mods. The game just ran completely smooth. So there you go. So if you guys are having questions about that, hopefully that was enough to satisfy your guys' question on that behalf. But you definitely do want to go into your mods folder. So what you'll do is you'll go up to your recycling bin, click on that, and go down to Documents, left click that, and it should basically pop up where it says My Games. Left click twice on that, and it should pop up your games folder. Scroll down and you'll see the mods folder right there. Click on that, or click on that and go all the way almost to the very bottom. You should see an XML file there. Oh. Okay, so hopefully that does take care of the issue. If you're experiencing any problems with the game, I pretty much just gave you the tools to know what to do during that time. So always be sure to make a copy of that. Copy, paste it into your PC, and always make sure that you actually make sure that you back up all your files, guys, after you do that. Because once you have all your files backed up, you should be good to go. And if you're experiencing more issues with the game itself, oh, excuse me, then go back into where it says this PC and look for the XML file in your PC. You can probably keep that there, or just basically go back in and delete the XML file from your mods folder. But I definitely do suggest, if you do make a secondary copy of it, be sure to put that in your PC or whatever folder. You don't want to put two of the same copies of, you don't want to put two files of the same thing in just one spot. So that's why I said you might want to make a copy of it, cut, copy, and paste that information directly into your computer or this desktop. So therefore, you'll actually have that file there, and you won't lose any mods or anything like that. But just be sure to check your mods folder for that XML file. And as a simple legal disclaimer, guys, I'm not under any type of partnership, apprenticeship, or sponsorship with Giant Software. Simple legal disclaimer. I have absolutely no affiliation with them whatsoever. Now, if you're still having certain issues, I did make a video on how to factory reset your computer. But if you want to keep your personal, I do suggest, if you do have files in there that you do not want to get rid of, click on the option where it says keep my file, my personal files, or keep my files. Once you click on that, what that's going to do is that's going to reset the whole entire system itself, but your files will be untouched. After you do all that, make sure that you back up your computer before you start the initial setup for the hard reset on your PC. Start the backup process first. And by the way, just to let you all know, for those of you who may have missed one of my live streams where I was talking about NVIDIA. NVIDIA is actually launching their new chip. So I don't have an idea of exactly what the new chip is going to have on it or in it. So I am definitely keeping a close eye on NVIDIA. So I think it's pretty much an upgraded version of the one that they have now. So I'm sure there's probably going to be a lot of other features involved with that. So like I said, depending on the games that you're downloading will depend on the volume of graphics. Now there's one called Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. That game is very cheap. You guys can also play online with that game as well. And last time I checked, the price on that game was like $1.24. That's like very cheap, but the graphics and sound effects in the game are very realistic. So if you guys are definitely looking forward to checking that game out, you can find that on Steam. It is out now. So there you go, guys. If you do decide to download the game, check it out. Let me know what your thoughts are. I will definitely recommend that game for everyone. So you can actually play online or you can play offline. But if you're going to be going into like different areas, you're basically going to be doing you're going to have different segments in the game to where you're basically taking over certain areas. So you're basically covering grounds on capturing certain areas, and you got to stay at that one spot just for a certain amount of time. And it's kind of like capture the flag. It's almost something remotely close to that. But like I said, you have different segments of areas that you got to basically claim. You got to stay there for a little bit, cover that area, and make sure that and make sure that you got everything covered from all angles. You guys will be working in teams online, but if you do it like offline or something like that, you guys will only be able to go to like the training center and so forth. The training center is it's pretty cool. I've actually done that. So then again, guys, the name of the game is Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. Awesome game. I definitely do recommend it. Check it out if you haven't already. And let me know what your thoughts on that game is. And with it being the second version, I'm pretty sure there's probably the first version out, but I haven't been able to find that on PC, but I will definitely look for the very first version of that and let you guys know exactly what's going on there. So again, if you do have questions, comments, or concerns about the game or gameplay or game mechanics, let me know in the chats. And if there's something I can assist you guys with, fantastic. I'm hoping to have an answer to your question. You can also go up into certain towers, but just be careful because there's a lot of people on that game that it's a tough one, guys. It's very tough. As a matter of fact, that's actually connected to several dedicated servers depending on how many people is playing. And sometimes the server may be full. And once it's full, it'll basically have like a timer on it to let you know exactly when when one person jumps off, then another person can jump in and play right there. So if you guys are actually experiencing game delays and stuff like that, you're not able to jump in because the server's full, now you know the reason why. So I guess that is like a very top-notch game. I definitely, like I said, I definitely do recommend this. If you haven't played it already, go ahead and check it out. The game is out on Steam right now. And let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Let me know in the comment section. But the difficulty of that game is set epic. The graphics are completely awesome. So if you do download it, I hope you guys do enjoy the game. Because there are certain games I will be talking about here on the channel. If I happen to see the game, happen to play it or play the demo, they don't have a demo of that game, but that game is already out. So I guess when they first launched, before they launched the game, there very well could have been a demo version to it. But usually when they launch games like that, what they'll do is they'll remove the demo version from them. So a lot of people have early access to certain gaming, but the only way to gain access to games like that is you have to have a verified account, and I think you have to be monetized for that. So pretty soon, probably here within the next, I'd say, I wouldn't say a week or two, I'd probably say within the next few months, I'm going to try to get my account verified. So once I'm able to do that, fantastic. I'm definitely looking forward to possibly hoping to hear something from some of these devs about the new game releases and stuff like that. But then again, like I said before, this may be very time consuming. I can't really say for sure because truthfully, I really don't know. So hopefully everything works out the way I'm kind of expecting it to. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to get my hopes up too much because I don't want to set myself up for failure. But yeah, I definitely do recommend that game. It's very cheap. And I do believe that game is also cross-platform. So And the game is also compatible for Xbox controller. If you're playing on PC, you can also use an Xbox controller to connect directly into your PC. Just be sure to go into your control settings and switch everything over, controller settings. So you should be able to play that on with an Xbox controller. Just to kind of narrow it down in a little bit of a nutshell, guys, there are two different teams. You got the red team, you got a red team and blue team. Whichever team that you're with. I've made this mistake once before, and friendly fire is very common in that game, guys. So if you do in fact start playing that game, let me get myself together here. So in fact, if you do happen to play that game, it may be a little difficult at first, but once you play it a little bit and you start getting used to everything, I guess everything will start to kind of mellow out. And then therefore you guys will know exactly what team you're on. Either you're on a red side or blue side, doesn't matter. Just try not to shoot your own characters or try not to shoot your own teammates in the game, because that's very simple to do. I think I've done that a couple times myself, so that's just kind of starting out. So you guys are definitely going to be coming up against a lot of very professional players of that game. Also, with the training expedition, guys, you guys can actually go to the rifle range, and you guys can also get into the helicopters and so forth. But just note for the records, when I've actually started playing that game, I've died several. I couldn't count exactly how many times I've died in it. My characters died in that game, guys. So if you do get wounded, you do have an option to patch yourself up and go from there. But definitely take cover on that behalf. You do have a very limited time. If you do get wounded and you see something that's a little medical symbol, you do have a very, very, very extremely limited time on that before your character is pretty much unalived at that point. So I definitely do recommend the game again, guys. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Now, as far as Grand Theft Auto 6 goes, I have not heard anything specifically from Rockstar. So I don't know exactly what's going on with that just yet. I am going to take a deeper dive into it and try to get to the bottom of it and find out everything I can about it. So once I gain the information that I need, I will definitely bring it here and let you guys know exactly what's going on here on the channel. So there for a little while, that information about GTA 6 was there, but the last bit of information that I do have, Rockstar does in fact have a feature that's involved with that game. So if anybody is under the age of 18 and is trying to download it, they will not be able to have access to it, because Rockstar does in fact have facial recognition for that app. So if a person is under the age of 18, they will not be able to play that game. So that's the last bit of information that I have for that game at this time. But I will definitely take a look deeper into that, and I will try to get to the bottom of it. And therefore, you guys, not only I'll know, but you guys will also know as well, because everything that I happen to find out, I will definitely bring to the channel. And just note for the records, guys, one more thing. if they do say something about certain dates of certain games coming out, dates and times, that's clickbait. Because, like I said before, nobody really knows exactly when these games are going to be launched. And the reason that they do clickbait clickbait streams, that's because they're doing it to gain clout, guys. So if they give you a date and time, myself personally, I would discredit that, but you guys are pretty much good at your own judge of character. So little advice from the wise, if they say dates and times, I would just completely discredit that. Unless you actually hear unless you hear a special announcement coming directly from Rockstar, that would be official, but anyone else, not so much, because there is in fact a lot of clickbait information coming out onto different social media platforms. So just be careful of the information that you're getting, because a lot of that could be far from the truth. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop a comment in the chats. Let me know what your thoughts are on that is. Or, like I said, you can always leave a comment down below in the comment section. So I don't know exactly anything else from that point forward of if in fact when they're going to be launching the game. But I am going to take a deeper dive into it. I will find out as much details as the devs actually have already that they already have available. But if there's nothing else available, that means currently at this time it could be either through stage 1 or stage 2 beta testing. So again, all I can do is pretty much look around and see what all I can find out. So my hands are pretty much tied at that point, not literally, but I'll do what I can. So again, if there's any type of games that you would like for me to mention, let me know in the chats, or let me know in the chats what game that you would like for me to talk about. But also, just for YouTube records, guys, I did in fact look up Farmers Dynasty 2. That game is still not out yet, and neither is Vane. So there is going to be a new game coming out, and this has been the trend. It's pretty much trending right now. Everybody's still talking about the new Doom game that's coming out. It's Doom: The Dark Ages, and right now, from what I'm seeing, is that game is available for PC. I don't know if it's for PC only, but I've been hearing that it's been coming out for console as well. So I will definitely get in touch with you guys and let you know more about that as soon as I get more information on that game as well. So again, I think the game right now is under stage 1 or stage 2 beta testing. But then again, who knows? The game could already be out. I will definitely take a look into that as soon as the live stream ends. But if it's out, then I will definitely correct myself there. So this wouldn't be the first time I've done that, guys. I think this would be like the second or third time. But just note, mistakes will be made on the channel, so nothing personal. So probably here within the next week or so, I am going to be making a little bit of changes to YouTube live stream. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably going back to certain PSAs or basic common knowledge of certain things. So far right now, I haven't really heard anything about food recalls or anything like that at this time. So if and when I do find out something, I will definitely keep you guys informed. And the reason why I do, and for most of you guys who don't know why I do PSAs, is for public awareness. Well, actually, it's more like self-awareness, so therefore you guys can actually get that information out there and make it known to the public. But the last PSA that I knew about was Coca-Cola. They actually did recall that, and it's been on recall for a while. So there you go. And also, if you guys are looking to get electronics and stuff like that, I do suggest Best Buy. You guys can also go to their website. I did, in fact, make a video of this recently. And for those of you who may have missed it, today you guys are in luck. So I'm going to show you exactly where you can find their website. So if you guys are on iOS, I don't know why my camera is not focusing. So what you're going to want to do is come down here to Safari. If you're on iOS, I got to get this off of here. So once you type in Best Buy up here in the search bar, or type it in right here, press that little blue button right there. You guys are definitely going to want to go to the official website. Click here. And not to mention, they also do deliver, guys. So kind of a heads up there. You can actually talk to a live agent, live representative. And as another simple legal disclaimer, I'm not under any type of sponsorship, apprenticeship, or partnership with Best Buy at this time. So what you'll do is you'll come over here to this little circle right here. That's an agent. It will basically start you out with, well, not exactly an agent directly. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to type it. You're going to click down here in this little search bar here and type in agent. So once you type agent, this little arrow icon right here in the search bar, you're going to want to press that. And what that's going to do, that's going to bring this little page right here up. And if it gives you the option to click something else, click something else. So this is me over here on this side, and this right here is basically your okay, so right now this is a virtual agent here, guys. It's saying, okay, let's get you the support you need. Once you do this here, swipe up or just scroll up if you're on PC. And then you're going to click this little box down here at the very bottom. And this is what you should come up with. Live chat has started. So I'm going to let them know that I'm on my YouTube channel. And so right now I am connected directly to an agent. So once you see some typing like over here, like you would on Facebook, that means that they're typing. So once you type in hello, just go ahead and click that there. And just wait back for an immediate, just wait for them to respond back. As you can see right here, guys, I am in, I am definitely communicating with a live agent right now. So, so as you can see, at the end of the chats, you guys can also put that into your email. So I'm going to let them know that I'm going to give them a shout out here on my channel. So I'm going to wait for them to respond back. So take a moment, check this out. Feel free to read that. One person says, sorry, I haven't heard from you in a while. We are still connected. We are still connected on this chat. So now I'm just waiting for a reply back on here. So let's see if they let's see if they happen to jump in, and we can go from there, guys. I know my phone keeps wanting to go to a dim screen, so I'm gonna wait for the team to pop in, and once they do, I'm definitely gonna give them a shout out here on the channel during the time of the live stream, guys. So let's see what happens. Let's see what they say. So far, there's nothing here. Everything is still pending right now, so I guess just going to take a little bit of time for them to respond back. I'm going to raise up my camera so you guys can actually see this better. Can everybody see that okay? No, you can't see that? Okay, hang on just a second. Well, evidently that did not go through. Evidently that chat did not go through. So they said it's been a while since they heard from me. I don't know if they're having issues with their servers or what the issue may consist of. So I might just have to put that off for another time, guys. So it's kind of a little bit of an unfortunate thing currently at this time. So I guess in a way it is what it is. Or it could be a network issue that they may be encountering too, due to the high volumes of people contacting their customer service. So again, guys, I don't know. But yes, if you do in fact order something through Best Buy, contact their customer service online. And if you order you can order like a keyboard, laptop, or whatever you want to buy from them. I do recommend, if you do get electronics, your best bet is to get it through Best Buy. But check and see if they have sale options available for whatever item it is that you're purchasing. And they will actually have a delivery made available, and you'll actually get a chance to see the delivery driver on the. You can either do it on the app, or you can basically look through your emails and stuff like that, and they will provide who the driver is going to be. You'll be able to see the driver You'll be able to see the driver see who the person is that's delivering your package to you. Usually they do the same day delivery, but sometimes they may have they may have an unannounced thing right currently at that time. So if it says your package has not there's been some changes to your delivery, it may be 2 to 3 business days. Just allow them some time to deliver your package to your doorstep, and more than likely, chances are you're probably not going to see or hear from that driver. They'll probably just put your package right there, and they will notify you. You might want to come to your door. Your package has already arrived. So definitely do check them out if you do, in fact, plan on getting some type of electronics, either game systems or phones or whatever it is that you're looking to purchase. And always stay in touch with them. They will provide a routing number, or not a routing number, but they will, in fact, do a product order number, and they will also provide you a tracking number. So in case you guys are wondering who they deliver through, it's not through FedEx or UPS. They say that they can deliver them through either or parcel company, but they actually deal with this company called Shipt. So if you guys have no idea who that is, I will definitely put it in the chats for you guys so you'll be able to know exactly who this company is. I did in fact do a review on them, and their reviews are not all the greatest, guys. So they do in fact have a website. Everything that they have on there is all in caps. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm actually yelling at you guys, because I'm truthfully not. So the way I seen it is basically how I'm going to send that directly to you guys. Oh, shit. There we go. Oh boy, I got a lot of stuff on here. But if you definitely do want to check your, you definitely do want to check your emails or check your text messages, because that's basically where But when they send you something like this, more than likely this will be sent to you through your text messaging SMS. It will show your delivery guy over here off to the far left side. So you'll actually get a chance to know who your delivery guy is. So if you guys are actually planning on ordering something or purchasing something like that, always check your text messages. Um, if and they do have information in their system, so if you're in their computers and you have a verified account through them, they will keep in touch with you either way. Their customer service, I honestly have to say, from a 1 point star to a 5, I give them a 5 roughly. So, oh, wait a minute. So this is the company that's actually doing their deliveries and stuff. So if you guys want to check them out, you can check out their website. So hopefully there's no confusion or any type of frustration. So I did in fact put that link in the chats for you guys. So that's who their delivery service is. So when you type in shipped, type in delivery service and then click enter. Let me see if they're still, their web page is still up. And I will show you guys exactly what their page looks like. You guys can actually get groceries and stuff through them, but I do not recommend that because they are notorious for screwing up orders. I did, in fact, do a review on them. But this is the name of the company, guys. So definitely check them out. You guys make purchases through them, they will deliver to your doorstep. Oh, that's not a problem, man. By the way, just to let you know, if you're on Android or iOS, it is compatible for both of those. They do have an app that you can download, and that's their name right there. But this here, where it says America's Best Customer Service, check out the customer reviews and use your own personal discernment when it comes to something like that. I can't tell you guys what to think or how to think. You guys are all free range humans. And by the way, yes, they do actually deliver. Oh, wait a minute. I just hit my power button. So they do deliver groceries to your doorstep. So they do, in fact, have a food mart, or not a food mart, but their own food department. Just make sure that what it is you're ordering, make sure that you get a list of everything. Same day grocery delivery, guys, with shipped. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. It just does not want to focus today. So, same day grocery delivery with shipped. That's them. Check out their website. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or say for some reason you guys are not able to make it out and about, definitely do check out their website. Also, you can also speak with the live representative right over here. So you can actually do a live chat with an agent right there. So hopefully that does in fact help you guys out. So if you guys just don't really feel like getting out that day or something, just go online and check out their grocery department and go from there. So hopefully that was enough to help you guys out immensely. Let me know what your thoughts are in the chats, guys, because this is something that I have never actually done on stream. So for those of you who are catching this at the end of the live stream and are watching this for the very first time, if you've missed the live stream, you guys are also welcome as well. I do welcome everyone in here. But if you guys are in the chats and you guys do have comments, like I said before, let's keep everything professional. Let's keep everything civil. And let's just kick back, relax, and have fun, guys. So I didn't know if you guys actually knew about that or not. I just recently discovered that myself. So there you go, guys. Hopefully that does help you out tremendously. And if you guys have a very good experience with that, or if you guys have a good experience with it, or not so much a good experience with it, either way, let me know on the next live stream, or just whenever you decide to use Best Buy's app, or not their app, but their official website to order your groceries. Let me know what your comment. Let me know what your thoughts on that are. Let me know. Let me know exactly what your experience with them is. Yes, they do exist. So when you contact Best Buy through their customer service, just let them know exactly what it is that you're wanting to order. Otherwise, it could be food, it could be electronics. Check out the whole entire list of options. Check out everything that they have to check out everything that they have to purchase, and let me know exactly what your experience with them is. And I will definitely make a live stream video of this as well. So I hope everybody does have a very decent experience with them, especially on a first time purchasing basis. Like I said, they will give you the product number, or not product number, but they will give you the order number, and they will give you a tracking number, and your stuff will be delivered through them, and it will be dropped off at your doorstep. But when you do make the purchase, it will be through their customer service. It either more than likely, the chances are you probably have, if you do order that through their customer service, it will provide credit card information, stuff like that. You don't have to give no banking details or any of that information out to them. Just hey, they could they'll either take credit card or debit card payments. So just little word from the wise. Check them out. I definitely do recommend it. Let me know what your thoughts are when you do happen to purchase a product through them. It's basically a one-time payment. You don't actually have to make any other payments or anything else like that. So you just basically deal with customer service directly, or you can contact Best Buy's customer service. If you guys would like that number, let me know in the chats, and I'll provide that number over there as well. If you guys would like to know about their customer service, let's get a hashtag in the chats. customer service, and I will make that happen right now. Matter of fact, I even have their phone number right here, guys. Ooh, there we go. I'm gonna get a screenshot of that. If you guys are calling in the United States, you don't have to dial the one, just dial the 1888 number. If you're outside of the United States, then you would have to dial the +1 888, so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and post that in the chats for you guys. Oh, that's definitely not a problem, guys. So as you guys can see, I have that listed. I have that phone number listed right there in the chats. So I am going to definitely pull up their phone number for you guys. So you guys will actually have that on hand. Feel free to get the number from the chats, or feel free to get a screenshot and let me know when you guys are done. And hopefully you guys have the best experience with Best Buy. Let me move this just a little bit closer so you guys can actually see this. And if you guys are looking for hours of operation, I can get that information for you too. Or just contact them at a very convenient time. So therefore, like I said, guys, you guys now have that information. I posted that in the chats for you guys. And yes, I do something that most YouTubers don't do, but I do put stuff like that in the chats for you guys. So therefore, that only not only goes to help you guys out, but that'll also save you some time and much more. So if you guys are kind of low on gas or something, you don't have the gas to make it to the store, contact that number and ask for their grocery department. Or just talk to one of their agents and see if they have see what you can do about going directly to their food department. I'm sure they'll hook you guys up with that information, and try to give you the best satisfaction. But if you guys do in fact talk to an agent, please do be respectful to them, and they'll be respectful to you. So I definitely do want to put that information out there for you guys. So therefore, now you'll know in the near future if you ever do decide to contact them and have stuff delivered to your door. So there you go, guys. It is now 9:31 p.m. and I definitely am I'm definitely going to wrap this up for the night, guys. I definitely do want to thank each and every single one of you for being a part of the channel. And for those of you who have actually joined me over here in the chats, mods, huge shout out to you guys as well. I will be live streaming again come Tuesday. So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to creating more exclusive content like this in the near future. And again, just note for the records that there are going to be some significant changes to the live stream. It could very well be a time consistent basis, but I'll cover that more on the next live stream. So, but until then, I definitely do want to thank you guys again for being a part of the channel. You guys are phenomenal. I definitely did have one hell of a crowd today, so I definitely do appreciate that. Thank you very much for that as well. So again, guys, Tuesday night, 8 o'clock p.m., same time, same place, and obviously same studio. So, but until then, as always, guys, stay safe, stay sharp, stay frosty, and most of all, stay vigilant. Until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.